Chapter 1. The Lazy Man. In a small town, there was a man named Tom. Tom was different from the others in the village. While they woke up early and worked hard, Tom liked to sleep a lot. He had a big, comfortable bed, and he enjoyed staying in it all day. Every morning, the sun would rise, and the village would wake up. People would go to work in the fields or the market, but Tom would stay in bed, not wanting to get up. Tom's family tried to wake him up, but he didn't want to. His mom would knock on his door and say, "Tom, it's time to get up and start the day." But Tom would just mumble and say, "Leave me alone, I'm tired." His dad would also try to motivate him. "Son, life is meant to be enjoyed. There are many things to see and do. Don't waste your time sleeping." But Tom would yawn and say, "I'll get up later when I feel like it." Tom's laziness affected his family in the village. They sometimes needed his help with tasks like fixing things or gathering wood, but Tom always found excuses to avoid them. He would say, "I'm too busy," or "I don't feel well." This made the villagers frustrated with him. One day, Tom's younger sister Lily entered his room. She looked at him sadly and asked, "Tom, why don't you come outside and play with me? The other kids are having fun." Tom opened his eyes and saw Lily's disappointment. He felt bad for letting her down. He realized that his laziness wasn't just affecting him, but also the people he cared about. He decided to change. Tom made a promise to himself that he would try to be more active and helpful. The next morning, when the sun rose, Tom forced himself to get out of bed. He washed his face and took a deep breath. He went outside and saw the villagers doing their daily tasks. He felt determined. Tom approached his dad, who was fixing a broken fence. "Dad, do you need any help?" he asked, surprising his dad. His dad looked at him with surprise and said, "Sure, son, I could use some extra help." "Thank you for offering," he said with a smile. Tom spent the whole day working with his dad, helping fix fences and mend things. As the day went on, Tom felt satisfied. He realized that being productive and making a difference brought him joy. That evening during dinner, Tom's mom looked at him proudly. "I'm proud of you, Tom," she said. "You've taken the first step towards change. Keep it up and you'll be happier." Tom smiled and nodded. He knew his journey towards a more active and fulfilling life had just begun. He would no longer be known as the lazy man. He would be the man who found the strength to change and make a difference. And so, with newfound determination, Tom set out on a path of growth and self-improvement. Little did he know that this decision would lead him to unexpected adventures and friendships that would change his life forever. Chapter 2. Tom's Daily Routine. Tom's daily routine was simple. He would wake up late in the morning and eat a quick breakfast. After that, he would go back to bed. He liked to stay in bed for a long time, watching TV and playing video games. He didn't like doing chores or helping his family. His family tried to motivate him to be more active, but it was difficult. They wanted him to wake up early and do things around the house, but Tom preferred to sleep and relax. He would often say, "I'm too tired," or "I don't want to do it." Tom's laziness affected his family. They had to do all the chores themselves, and they felt tired and overwhelmed. They talked to each other about how they could help Tom change his habits. One day, Tom's mom had an idea. She thought that if they organized a special event that required Tom's participation, it might motivate him to be more active. They decided to plan a family outing to a park for a picnic and games. When Tom's mom told him about the plan, he didn't seem very interested. He said, "I don't want to go. I just want to stay home and relax." But his mom insisted and said, "It will be fun, Tom. You can join in the games and enjoy the fresh air." On the day of the outing, the family packed a delicious lunch and headed to the park. When they arrived, they found a nice spot under a tree. Tom's siblings started playing games like catch and badminton. Tom sat under the tree, watching everyone play. He felt a little left out, but still didn't feel like joining in. His mom came over and said, "Come on, Tom, it's your turn to play. You can have fun too." Reluctantly, Tom stood up and joined the game of catch. At first, he wasn't very good, but as he continued playing, he started to enjoy it. He laughed and ran around with his siblings, having a great time. As the day went on, Tom participated in other games too. He played hide and seek, threw a frisbee, and even tried his hand at a sack race. He discovered that being active and playing with his family was enjoyable. When it was time to go home, Tom felt tired but happy. He realized that being active and spending time with his family made him feel good. He thanked his mom for encouraging him to join in the outing. From that day forward, Tom started to change his habits, little by little. He began waking up earlier and helping his family with small tasks around the house. He realized that being active and participating in activities brought him joy and made his family happy. Tom's transformation didn't happen overnight, but with each small step, he became less lazy and more motivated. He learned that there was a whole world waiting for him beyond his bed, and with his family's support and his own determination, Tom knew he could continue on this path of positive change. Chapter 3. The Concerned Family. Tom's family started to worry about his laziness. They wanted him to be more active and help around the house. They didn't want him to miss out on all the good things life had to offer. One day, Tom's parents decided to talk to the wise old man in the village. They hoped he could give them some advice on how to motivate Tom. The wise old man listened patiently as Tom's parents explained their concerns. He understood their worries and wanted to help. He thought for a moment and then said, "Change must come from within Tom. You can encourage him, but he has to find his own motivation." He suggested that they try to involve Tom in activities that would inspire him to be more active. Find something he enjoys or is interested in and let him discover the joy of being productive, the wise old man advised. Tom's family took the old man's advice to heart. They thought about Tom's interests and passions. They knew he loved drawing and painting, so they decided to organize a small art exhibition in the village. They thought that if Tom had a chance to showcase his artwork and share it with others, it might ignite a spark of motivation within him. They shared their idea with Tom, and to their surprise, he seemed intrigued. He said, "I've always wanted to share my art with others. Maybe this exhibition could be a good opportunity for me." Tom's family was thrilled to see him excited about the exhibition. They worked together to prepare for the event. They set up a display area and invited people from the village to attend. On the day of the exhibition, The village hall was filled with paintings and drawings by Tom. His family and neighbors gathered around, admiring his talent. Tom was nervous but also proud to showcase his artwork. As people walked around, they praised Tom's creativity and skill. Their kind words and encouragement made Tom feel happy and motivated. He realized that his art had the power to bring joy to others. After the exhibition, Tom's family sat down with him to talk about his experience. They expressed how proud they were of him and how much his art had touched people's hearts. Tom smiled and said, "I never knew my art could make a difference. I want to continue creating and sharing it with others." From that day forward, Tom's laziness started to fade away. He began dedicating more time to his artwork and finding ways to contribute to his family and the community. Tom's family was overjoyed to witness his transformation. They saw how his passion for art became a driving force that motivated him to be more active and productive. With the wise old man's advice, Tom's family found a way to inspire him from within. They discovered that nurturing his interests and passions played a crucial role in helping him overcome his laziness. As Tom continued on his journey, he knew that his art and newfound motivation would guide him towards a brighter future. Chapter 4. A Helping Hand. Tom's newfound motivation inspired him to look for ways to help others. He realized that by lending a hand, he could make a positive impact on those around him. One day, as Tom was walking through the village, he noticed an elderly woman struggling to carry heavy grocery bags. Without hesitation, he approached her and offered his assistance. "May I help you with those bags?" he asked with a smile. The elderly woman looked surprised but grateful. She handed him a bag, and together they walked towards her house. Tom listened attentively as she shared stories about her life. He realized that a simple act of kindness could brighten someone's day. From that moment on, Tom actively sought opportunities to help others. He offered to carry groceries for the villagers, help children with their schoolwork, and even assisted in gardening projects. The more Tom helped, the more he felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose. He saw the smiles on people's faces and felt the gratitude in their words. It warmed his heart and motivated him to do even more. Tom's acts of kindness didn't go unnoticed. The villagers began to appreciate his efforts and saw him as a reliable and compassionate person. They respected him for his transformation from a lazy man to a helpful member of the community. Tom's family was incredibly proud of him. They saw how much he had grown and how his actions positively impacted those around him. They often shared their joy and admiration for Tom during family gatherings. One evening, as they sat around the dinner table, Tom's little sister, Lily, looked at him with admiration. "Tom, you've become such a wonderful person. I'm so proud to be your sister," she said with a big smile. Tom smiled back at Lily and replied, "Thank you, Lily. It means a lot to me. I've learned that small acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life." As time went on, Tom's helpful nature became a part of who he was. He continued to seek opportunities to make a positive impact, not just in the village but also in neighboring communities. People began to rely on him for support and assistance. They trusted him to be there when they needed help. Tom felt grateful for the trust and honored to be someone others could count on. The once lazy man had transformed into a caring and proactive individual. His journey of self-improvement and his desire to help others had brought him a sense of purpose and happiness that he had never known before. Tom's story spread throughout the region, inspiring others to make a difference in their own lives and communities. His transformation served as a reminder that change is possible, and with determination and kindness, anyone can create a positive impact. Chapter 5. A Special Friendship. As Tom continued his journey of self-improvement, he came across a new opportunity that would change his life forever. A chance encounter that would lead to a special friendship. One sunny day, while Tom was helping a farmer with his crops, he noticed a stray puppy wandering near the fields. The puppy looked lost and scared, so Tom approached it gently. "Hey there, little buddy," Tom said with a friendly smile. "Are you lost? Don't worry, I'll help you find your way home." The puppy wagged its tail, as if understanding Tom's words. It followed him closely as they walked through the village, searching for its owner. But after asking around, they discovered that the puppy didn't belong to anyone in the village. Tom couldn't bear to leave the puppy alone, so he decided to adopt it. He took it home and named it Max. From that day on, Tom and Max became inseparable companions. Max brought immense joy and laughter into Tom's life. They went on long walks together, played in the park, and even cuddled up on the couch while watching TV. Max's presence filled Tom's home with warmth and love. Tom's family was delighted to have Max as part of their lives too. They saw how much happiness the puppy brought to Tom, and they appreciated the bond that formed between them. With Max by his side, Tom's motivation to be active and helpful grew even stronger. He now had a furry friend who relied on him, and he wanted to provide the best life possible for Max. Together, Tom and Max continued to make a difference in the village. They visited the elderly, bringing smiles to their faces. They participated in community cleanup projects, ensuring that their surroundings remained clean and beautiful. Tom's friends and neighbors admired his friendship with Max. They saw how much love and care he had for his furry companion, and it inspired them to be more compassionate towards animals as well. One day, as Tom was walking with Max, they came across a poster for a local dog show. It caught Tom's attention, and he thought it would be a fun experience for Max. Excitedly, Tom enrolled Max in the dog show. They practiced tricks and obedience together, bonding even more during the training sessions. Tom's dedication and Max's eagerness to please made them a great team. The day of the dog show arrived, and Tom and Max stood before the judges, showcasing their hard work. Max impressed everyone with his tricks and wagging tail. The judges were impressed by the special bond between Tom and Max. To their surprise and delight, Tom and Max won first place in the show. The villagers cheered for them, proud of their accomplishments. Tom felt a surge of pride and gratitude for his faithful friend. The victory in the dog show not only brought recognition to Tom and Max, but also inspired others to adopt and care for animals in need. Tom became an advocate for animal welfare, sharing his story and encouraging others to open their hearts and homes to animals. Tom's friendship with Max had not only transformed his own life, but also had a positive impact on the entire village. Together, they showed the power of love, compassion, and the special bond that can be formed between a human and an animal. Final chapter. A Bright Future. Tom's journey of transformation had come full circle. From a lazy man who preferred to sleep all day, he had grown into a responsible, active, and compassionate individual. His family and the village were proud of him, and Tom felt proud of himself too. With each passing day, Tom continued to explore new opportunities and make a positive impact on those around him. He volunteered at the local community center, helping children with their homework and organizing fun activities. He also joined a local gardening club, where he shared his knowledge and helped beautify the village. Tom's dedication and kindness did not go unnoticed. The mayor of the village recognized his efforts and appointed him as a community ambassador. It was an honor for Tom to represent the village and inspire others to make a difference. As the years went by, Tom's reputation as a caring and proactive member of the community grew. He became a role model for the younger generation, encouraging them to pursue their passions, help others, and embrace a life of purpose. Tom's family continued to support him and celebrated his achievements. They saw how his transformation had positively influenced their own lives as well. Together, they created a loving and supportive environment that fostered growth and happiness. One sunny afternoon, as Tom sat under the same tree where his journey had begun, he reflected on his remarkable transformation. He realized that change is possible for anyone who is willing to take the first step. Tom's story spread beyond the village, inspiring people from different communities. His journey became a symbol of hope and perseverance, reminding everyone that it's never too late to embark on a path of personal growth and self-improvement. In recognition of his remarkable journey, Tom was invited to speak at a regional conference. He stood before a large audience, sharing his story and inspiring others to believe in themselves and their ability to make a difference. With a smile on his face and gratitude in his heart, Tom said, "I once believed that I was destined to be lazy, but I discovered the power of change and the joy of helping others. Today, I stand before you as living proof that transformation is possible, and together we can create a brighter future." As Tom's final words echoed through the conference hall, the audience erupted in applause. They were inspired by his story and motivated to make positive changes in their own lives and communities. And so, Tom's journey continued, leaving a lasting legacy of kindness, compassion, and the belief that every individual has the power to make a difference. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit of determination, Tom embraced the future. Knowing that the possibilities were endless,